Hi everyone. Now this is the time that we need to discuss about the software bugs. So once people will ask you what is mean by the software bugs. So you can confidently answer in front of them what exactly the software bugs. Software bugs basically you need to understand the learning objective of this session is all about what exactly the bugs are, the life cycle and how you can find the bugs now. The outcomes in this session you will learn about what are the bugs and know how to find them and bugs in the waterfall and the agile model. Bugs are software defects that causes incorrect behavior, unintended behavior, or bugs are expensive. The development cost, the maintenance cost, repair, recovery cost, downtime cost, sometimes you can say the legal one as well now. Let's take example of bits and pieces. So take the example of Google has thousands of engineers working on a code base every day, guys. And in fact, 50% of the Google code base changes every day. They are doing some changes in their website, their ecosystem, changing the algorithms. And in the similar way, you can see that the Facebook updates the site with the new feature all the time. Product improvement, the primary objective, bug fixes every working day. Hundreds of engineers, guys, they are working on thousands of changes every week and impacting over 800 million people using the Facebook. So 800 million people all over the world are using the Facebook. And how much big development team they are fixing and doing the code each and every day. Another take the example like Microsoft revealed that based on the broad range of feedback for Windows 8, they have made over 100 code, 1000 code of changes. And all these things, your business as a QA tester will come up in this stage now. QA business is always be in demand. You are always be in demand. If you know about particular testing, how to test the web application, how to start doing the testing, how to meet the requirements, how to analyze the requirements, you are always being in business. So just try to understand the ecosystem of software testing. And if you really develop a skill, very soon you will get the mastery. You as a tester, your role is to find out the bugs in every release. What is release now? The build which we discussed in our previous session. Like developer, they are fixing the issues. They just sending us that you need to test and see that he is in a mad mode now. And he seems very angry because we are finding bugs for him now. So he is fixing and sharing detail with us, and we as a QA tester, we find another bug, we are again creating, and they will be, happy if we are not found any bug. If we found any bug, then we will send it back to the developer. And whenever we are sending any bug to the developer, he will be frustrated now. And this is the whole the process. You can see here how many bugs we have created is you can see the blue line and how much left is the red one which your developer is doing now, and the found one is in all the information is in front of you. The causes for the defects are basically design flaws. Due to the design flaws, most of the bugs are coming. So I just show you the example in the design flaws, like this is the website. If the design is not properly in front of us, and whatever we would like to select some of the product and services in front of us now, so there are the chances the customer user experience will be not good and they will not be able to come in our website. And in the same way, mistake in transformation design, unforeseen interaction with the user, unforeseen interaction with the components. Reasons that bugs escape testing is basically user executed unintended code and user executed statement in a different order than was tested, and user entered an untested combination of input. So human errors always be there due to that thing. These are the reasons that bugs escape in our testing part. So user operating environment that was not properly tested now. And why can't every bug we cannot find is that there can be lots of paths and too many possible inputs and too many possible environment. But the question is how then we can ensure the quality. We can ensure the quality as per the user requirement. If the client is sharing with us the 5 requirements, being as a software tester, our primary responsibility to ensure that those 5 requirements should work same as expected. And if those 5 requirements are not working same as expected, then we need to report the bug. Too many possible inputs can also be creating a variety of ways, like if you are using the mouse, keyboards and other devices, you need to ask your development, or sorry, the client, that either they are using the mouse or certain specific devices. If they are using, then you need to thoroughly test those inputs as well now. But again, as I already told you in the previous slide, that exhaustive testing you cannot do now. Your the main or primary objective is only for the meeting the customer expectation, and must test valid and invalid input, and mostly important, there are an infinite amount of sequences of input to be tested. There can be a lots of wish list, but being as a short span of time, if the customer is giving only the 3 days or 5 days, so whatever the scope they committed with us, we just need to concentrate in those areas. Another example, you can see that customer might be saying to you that you need to test Windows XP, S-Star, 8, 7, Android, iOS, and there are lots of you can see environments in front of you. Then what you as a tester will do, you need to seek the direction with your seniors and let them know that these testing will take 1 month, 2 months, 20 days, a number of hours. And if the customer is agree to spend more money, then you need to test all these things. But if customer is having a small budget and his wish list are lots, then you need to restrict them that in this budget we can only target for the Windows XP or the iOS or Android. I hope that you now are getting the idea how you can come up on stage and justify your activities. If someone else is asking you what exactly the bug life cycle, the bug life cycle is like whenever you are opening a bug, you need to open, and after that you need to assign to developer. And once the developer they fix the issue, they send the code change, and here they will request you that you need to retest. And then once you retest, if the issue is not solved, you need to reopen the issue and send it back to the developer. And then again developer will fix the issues and send it back to you that code is ready and you need to retest. And if still issue exists, this process is iteration going on. But if the issue is resolved, then you need to close the issue. And some of the times in real scenarios you will face, your development team will say that if you find out a bug and they assign to them, they said to you that, okay, this is the duplicate bug, and they request you that you need to close the issue. And sometimes they say that we are not fixing the issue right now, we will fix the issue in the next sprint. So all these things you must be aware about the software bug life cycle, and some of the times they will be rejecting your requirement. They said that this is not as per the requirement. So bugs can be many, but again, if those bugs are not aligning with your requirement, then you need to thoroughly revise the activities. The description of the various stages is all about the new. When the bug is posted for the first time, its state will be new. This means that the bug is not yet provided. Open state, as you can see in previous image, after a tester has posted a bug, the lead of the tester approves that the bug is genuine and the changes the state as the open. And after that, you will assign one of the lead changes and open the against the bug to corresponding the developer, and the developer then assign again to solve the issues now. The test is once the developer fixes the bug, he has to assign the bug to the entire testing team for the next round of testing. And you as a tester release the software with the bug fix, he changes the state of the bug to test. So once the developer mark the bug as a test, as you can see in the previous image, it specifies that the bug has been fixed and now you need to test properly. And again, the deferred one is the bug changes to the deferred state, means that bug is expected to be fixed in the next release. So in this release, they are not fixing, but the reason for changing the bug to this state have many factors. Some of them are prior of the bug, may be low priority or lack of time for the release, or the bug may not have the major effect on the software. And the rejected state is all about if the developer feels that the bug is not genuine, he rejects the bug. Then the state of the bug is changed to the rejected. So you must aware about the different stages of the bugs. Duplicate. If the bug is reopened twice or two bugs mention the same concept of the bug, then one bug status change to the duplicate. And the verify is the one bug is fixed and the status is changed to the test. The tester, basically, if the bug is not presented in the software, he approves that bug is fixed and change status to the verify. And again, as I already told you about the reopen state will exist if the bug is not fixed, then you need to just reopen and mark the status. And after that, again, this life cycle will go on. And close is the last stage when everything will be marked as the close and fixed. And that means that the tester is basically approved and give you the thumbs up now. So this is the whole ecosystem of your bug life cycle. And bugs in the waterfall methodology, we can't move back in the waterfall model. There is no point to be proceed with the bug. Waterfall does not mean that test once and move to the production. The bug should be sourced to document with the error and estimate effort to fix. And some bugs are not worth the effort to fix. And bug fix build throughout the cycle and undertake the level of regression testing. Waterfall projects always remember has developer test before handed over to the tester. But currently, as a best practice, I would like to say we are rarely using the waterfall model. And the bugs in the waterfall model is here is going like an analysis phase, designing phase, conditional, and last you are doing the testing. So the customer will be not be aware about in that kind of testing. Bug lifecycle, a new defect is created, open, developer fixes, then you as a tester representative check if everything is working fine. If not fine, then you need to follow the step 3 and mark as closed if everything working fine. And step 4 is all about you need to report the defect is assessed as not being a bug. So it is closed after validating. So this is the step 4, and the last step is all about if the defect come back. So you as a tester after being closed then change the status to the reopen one. So this is the same process in the waterfall we are using. Now let's talk about bugs in agile methodology. Early identification of defects in already working functionality. Development team can use the uh, testing autonomous pieces as and when required to ensure whenever they are changing the new code is not introducing the new bugs for the existing functionality. So you are all the time iterative process checking each and everything in detail and early identification of any requirement or design misses. It would save your time and investing in reporting and documentation of the bug. That would help in restricting scheduling and slippage due to the bugs being identified in the later stage. It would be further remove the chances of test phases misses of your bugs in already working functionality. Here you can see that another illustration, the bugs in the agile methodologies are coming from the requirement designing, and then you are doing the unit testing, and after that regression testing, the testing framework, manual testing, and the new feature testing. And this is the iterative process is going continuous basis now. And the development team model for life cycle is coming. You can see development, design, testing, manual testing. The only difference between this and this is like this is the iterative process now, so which is very highly demandable these way the agile model. So that's all about our today's session. Thank you very much for watching this session.